Hello, my little crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to do a greeting card, a Halloween greeting card, obviously, but we are going to make it out of my favorite little... Oh my god, look at my fingers. They're all inked on because we were crafting. This is when I tell you we get down and dirty, boo-boo. But anyway, we're going to make a Jack Skellington one. Are you guys ready to see this? This is so amazing. But if you guys have been following me on my social media, then you probably have already seen one that I made like this. But bam, boo-boo. How freaking cute are these little Jack Skellington greeting cards, right? You could give these to somebody who it's their birthday in October, or maybe just as a greeting card. I know I was sending out a lot of greeting cards to my friends and my family and stuff like that, but these are the little bad boys we are going to be making today. These are super duper easy, super simple, guys. I mean, seriously, they're really easy. And in the inside, let me show you what the inside says. So the inside says, hope your holiday isn't a nightmare. And then we put the little zero. We stamped the little zero here because we have a little Jack Skellington stamp. So definitely this worked out really good. Then we also made the matching little envelopes, and we went ahead and we did like this little mosaic kind of look, and then I stamped the Jack and the Sally on these envelopes, and these are the envelopes for these little bad boys right here. Super duper cute. I know you guys want to get down and dirty, boo boo, so let's get down and dirty and let's make these little bad boys, and I will see you in a bit. Alright then, my little crafty monsters, we are going to be making these adorable Jack Skellington Halloween greeting cards. So we are going to be using basically some printouts that I print out on my printer and on my computer, and these are images that I just got from Google's, so go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go ahead and cut our card base. Our card base is 110-pound cardstock. Just remember, guys, the thicker the cardstock for a card is a lot better because it just makes it look like a higher quality card. And then we're going to go ahead and just cut some mats down. Now, I will have a description. In the description, I will have a link to a video for the card making. And so... we'll go ahead and put that on there. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and look for like a scrap paper. I know I have a metallic paper. I want kind of a metallic paper to be on the outside, like the last mat on this card, because I just want it to pop. And so I was kind of hesitant because I did want that little bones, because you know Jack Skellington is known as the Bone Daddy. But I also like that metallic little bats, and so we're just going to go ahead and go with the bats because I think that the bats are super duper cute. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut my card mat. I'm going to cut this one to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go down 2 sizes. Now, I've told you guys before that when you guys are doing cards and you guys are cutting card mats, that you just go down by 1/4 of an inch. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and go down by a full 1/2 inch. And that's just because it's just going to stand out more. And I'm also going to go ahead and look for a black and white striped paper because I know that I wanted to throw a black and white kind of element into this little card because, I mean, that kind of reminds you of his little suit, right? So I definitely wanted to use the black and white stripes. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that down as well to go ahead and use this as the mat. And I want the lines to be going up and down. So we're going to go ahead and just cut that so that the lines are going up and down on the little card instead of going sideways, if that makes any sense. It does in my head, boo-boos. It does in my head. So anywho, we're going to go ahead and just continue to cut all of our mats. So I like to just go ahead and cut everything out, and then I start to kind of like put them together. I do the steps, all the same steps. So if I'm doing like more than 2 cards, I basically do 1 step and then onto all the cards, and then I do another step, just basically like assembly style. So I love to work that way because it's just a lot easier. And so right here, we're going to go ahead and get our 2-inch scallop paper punch, and we're going to go ahead and punch out 2 scallop circles, and we're going to go ahead and use those as kind of like the background for the face of the Jack Skellington face. It's just going to make it pop and just pull everything together. It's going to look very, very fabulous. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and just fold my little card mats. These are my card bases, and these are, again, 110 pound cardstock. All the other paper is basically 65 pound and lower. So you guys, that's how I layer them. And so right here, these are the little Jack printouts that I printed out. Sorry, Cleopatra's playing with her little toy in case you hear that. So I'm just going to go ahead and fussy cut these little guys. And then once I fussy cut these, I like to go ahead and hit these with a black marker so that you can't really see where you cut. It just kind of makes everything look a little bit more uniform, and you can't really see like the little imperfection cuts that we do sometimes. It really does hide it. So anytime that I fussy cut something and it has a black outline, I love to go ahead and hit that with a black marker. So that's what you're going to see me do right now. We're going to go ahead and do the edges of these little faces just to make them look all nice and proper. And so please excuse Cleopatra, she is scratching something over there on the wall. Oh my lord, why is it every time that I need her to be quiet she's just not quiet? So now we're going to go ahead and just put the ink the edges on these little gray papers because I just kind of wanted it to look a little Halloween-y. So we're going to go ahead and just ink that edge, and we're only going to go ahead and do that on these gray card mats because I mean obviously you can't do it on the card base because it's already black, and I don't want to do it on the metallic paper, which you actually could, but I kind of don't. And then I don't want to do it on the stripe paper because it's just I just decided it was only the gray paper, but you guys could do whatever it is you guys want, my little crafty monsters. If you want to do ink all the card mats, then go ahead, boo-boos, go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and just, like I said, put tear and tape on all of these card mats. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the card mats together. But I am not going to go ahead and put them onto the card base yet because we will be adding a cute little skull bow. And that one, we are going to be making it with our 10-second bow maker, which is super amazing. You guys are going to see how fast it is. So see how this card is coming out? I really, really, really love how this card came out. And so I'm going to go ahead and just continue to build these little cards. And you guys are going to see how fast and how easy these are. If you guys are going to make some of these, like, could you imagine a Halloween little gathering, just you and your family, and you just send out? I mean, because if it's just your family, sometimes there are not really that many little invites. So, I mean, you would be able to just do a few of them and that would be super duper cute. So this is the little 10-second bow maker. We're going to go ahead and make a bow, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the tails a little bit long because I need those to wrap around the little card mats. I don't know the size of that because I didn't really measure it, but I just eyeball it and afterwards we cut it. It always ends up working out. So if you're the type that needs to go ahead and measure it, then go ahead and measure it, my little crafty monsters. But I always eyeball stuff. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and place it where I want it. And then I'm going to add some tear and tape so that it could actually hold that ribbon into place. And I'm going to go ahead and do that to both of these cards. Now, I've been wanting to make these little Jack Skellington cards for a while. It's crazy because we already have had, what? This is our second Halloween together, my little crafty monsters. And last year I did not do a Jack Skellington card, which to me, I was like, what is wrong with you, Jesse? I mean, that would have probably been the first card I should have made, right? Since I'm such a big Jack Skellington fan. If you guys were to see my little studio, you guys would see that I have Jack Skellington everywhere on all the walls. So it's like I have frames and posters, and like it's super duper cute. Every time people have came into my studio, they're like, oh my god, you're a Jack Skellington fan. And I'm like, can ya tell? So yeah, these cards are coming out super cute. I really, really love these cards. As a matter of fact, I don't even want to send these out. I want to keep these little bad boys. I put a little bit of glue in the center of that little bow just to keep it in place so it's not moving around. And I'm using hot glue to go ahead and glue that Jack Skellington face onto that glitter paper because I just feel like there is really no other adhesive that will do a good contact because it'll just take that glitter with it and fall off. And so right here, I just felt that with the hot glue, it'll work out a lot better. So now we are going to go ahead and do the inside because remember, we can't really stamp anything in these cards unless you're going to do like a white embossing powder, because if not, then you're going to have to cut a lighter color card mat to go in the inside, and then you can go ahead and stamp your sentiment and all that stuff. This is my Jack Skellington little stamp set, and we're going to go ahead and get 0, and we're going to stamp him, and we're going to stamp one of the sentiments from my actual stamp set. And it says, what does it say? It actually says, hope your holiday isn't a nightmare. That is so cute. Look at how cute little 0 is. I should have colored him, but then I said, nah, I mean, we just had to leave him like that. But he is so super stinking cute. It's a little tiny 0. And so we're done with these. We're going to go ahead and put some tear and tape on the back of these little bad boys, and then we're going to put them in their home, which is the inside of that card. But of course, we have to kind of make it all uniform. So we're going to go ahead and ink the edges of these little bad boys and just make it look a little bit Halloween-y. And then we're going to go ahead and put these little bad boys inside. You guys always clean your stamps and put them away so you guys don't lose them, and they're always ready for the next use, guys. That's just a habit that I love to practice. You guys will notice in my videos, I always put things away, because if I were to just leave them there, I mean, things start to pile up, and before you know it, your desk is a complete disaster. Which, honestly, to tell you the truth, my desk is a disaster right now. But anywho, we're not talking about that, little crafty monsters. Let's focus. So see how easy it is to just go ahead and add that little sentiment in the inside of the cards. Super duper cute. Now we're going to go ahead and work on these envelopes. Usually I don't do envelopes in my little card videos, but today we are going to do a little special with you guys. These are some mirror blocks, and these mirror blocks are intended so that you can go ahead and stamp a stamp and make it so that you can stamp it in reverse. So for instance, let's just say the horse is running, the stamp is on, he's facing the right. You can go ahead and use these mirror blocks to stamp that horse on the mirror block, and then you stamp that mirror block onto your paper, and now the horse is on the left. Oh damn, watch out. But anyway, I purchased these online, and if you guys want to know how to get a hold of these, just look up mirror block stamps and you guys will find them, because there's different companies that make them. I don't remember what company made this one in particular. Let me see if so these are by Paper Smooches. So you can go ahead and look up Paper Smooches and see if they still have these mirror blocks if you guys want to go ahead and use them. I like to use them for, like, if they were the little jelly pads. Do you guys know about jelly pads? Well, you basically use jelly pads in the same way that you would use these. It's just to add color onto any kind of construction paper or cardstock or whatever it is that you want to add. And right here I'm just adding some little color, whatever colors I think. It's just like purples and orange and yellows and all that good stuff. And then once we dry these, because we are going to dry them, I'm going to kind of splatter them with a little bit of water, because that just kind of activates the inks. And after you finish doing the water, you can go ahead and just dry that. And so I am going to go ahead and take that and dry them with the blow dryer a little bit, just so that they could get it dry, and I could go ahead and stamp my little Jack Skellington and my Sally, which are going to be super duper duper cute. Of course, we're inking the edges of this little envelopes, because we have to make it all uniform, guys. And so right here I'm putting away my little stamps and my little inks, because I want them to already be out of my way. And so I'm going to get some VersaFine ink, and we're going to go ahead and stamp our little Sally and our little Jack. I love the little Sally and Jack stamp set. They are my ultimate favorite. And if you guys would love to know, here, you hear that noise? It's because I'm trying to find it. I'll go ahead and try to put the link of the stamp company that I got it, because I don't have it right here offhand, but there was a stamp that I had purchased when I went to the convention over here in Ontario, when they had the scrapbook convention. I don't know if you guys have seen my lives, but anyway, I usually go to all these conventions all the time, and I go live so that you guys can see everything that's going on in there. And I went into this booth that this lady actually designs these herself, and so she had this stamp set, and oh my god, I just fell in love with it. I was like, what? So I grabbed it and and I purchased it, of course. How cute is that little Sally and that little Jack? I just wanted him to be like in the front of that little block of color, just just a little something different. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use those little white gel pens and see if I can go ahead and do a white stitch around that color block. And then around the actual envelope, I'm going to go ahead and put a black stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and put the stitches kind of like long and short and kind of like crooked and stuff like that. Because, I mean, it's kind of like Sally's dress, how it's all put together, all messed up. So I kind of wanted to go with the same thing. So it's not a right or a wrong way how to put the little stitching on anything, my little crafty monsters. Just go ahead and go at it, and if they come out kind of wonky or crooked or whatever, well then that's just part of the design. And so I'm going to go ahead and just go around the whole entire envelope with that. And then after I go with the whole entire envelope on with the black stitching, then I'm going to go ahead and add the little white stitch onto that little color block where Jack and Sally are standing in front of. And my gel pens, honestly, to tell you the truth, they're really not working that great. So I kind of did struggle with them, but I continued going with it, and because I didn't want to have like a few stitches on there and then I just completely stopped. But one of these gel pens actually started working a little bit better. So I went ahead and I just put that white little stitch around the box, and that kind of just pulled everything together, which I thought was super duper cute. I know you really can't see it right now on camera, but there is a little white stitch around it. And I don't know, I like how these came out. See, I've never really done envelopes with you guys, but today's the first day, and it's because it was Jack Skellington. There you go, my little crafty monsters. I hope you guys like these, and I hope you guys try these out. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. Super duper 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 cute. I love Jack Skellington. You guys know I love me some Jack. So I had to make my little Jack Skellington greeting cards. Now I hope that inspires you guys to kind of make some yourselves. You guys can make them as invitations. You can make them as a birthday card. You can make them as a greeting card. You can make them whatever, boo boo. You could give them to whoever it is that you want to give them to, boo. Just go ahead and make some. And then if you do make some, you guys definitely have to share with us on our social media, which is Paper to Masterpiece on Instagram and Facebook. You guys do not want to be stingy. Share with us, boo boo. I want to see your creations. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's a picture of moi. And you know, boo boo, we become BFFFs. So you definitely want to get close like that, boo boo. You want to be my BFFFF. So go ahead and hit that little subscribe button right there. And also, just a little message to my little followers and my subscribers. I'm going out of town, boo boos. I'm going to be going to Utah and to Idaho. So I'm going to be gone on Thursday, Friday, of course, and then I get back on Monday. So I'm going to be MIA on Thursday and Friday, boo-boo. I'm going to go ahead and put out content tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and then one for Wednesday. But I think Thursday and Friday we're definitely not going to do any tutorials. So we'll be back on Monday, guys. Monday we're going to go back on full force with these Halloween tutorials. Oh, and one more thing though, I might go live, guys. I might go live when I'm over there in Idaho and in Utah, show you guys around what it is that I'm doing and what it is that I'm seeing. So it's kind of like if you guys are taking a trip with me, so I might go on live if I'm able to. So don't hold me on that one. I don't know 100% boo boo, but let's just say I'm gonna try to. So anyways, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, guys, because a thumbs up, we definitely need to grow. And also, the notification, don't forget that, boo-boos. And don't forget to tell a friend, because your friends also need to know how fabulous these tutorials are. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time.